Republic Politics and the New Patriotic Party has set Wednesday, January to Friday, January 5, 2024, to vet all aspirants in constituencies that have incumbent MPs, announcing the vetting committees to supervise the exercise across all regional capitals. The party noted that vetting shall also be held for candidates in the Boku Central, Ketu North and Akachi North constituencies. The MPP will go to the polls on January 27 to elect candidates who will challenge for the various constituencies on the ticket of the party. Now, the party has constituted a National Parliamentary Appeals Committee to consider appeals from aspirants and other stakeholders. We do some more stories, and the Member of Parliament for Adan, Doyo Kujo, has commenced a campaign to rally support of traditional authorities to endorse her fourth parliamentary bid.
The Adan MP, Doyo Kujo, used the first day of the year to interact with the traditional authorities and a section of the electorate. She appealed to the Adan Traditional Council to encourage persons who will turn 18 this year to register when their time comes.
I visited them to let them know that I'm still the Doyo they know. People in the community believe in me, and I also believe in them. We are working hand in hand, and there is no way we will betray ourselves.
The Adan Queen Mothers Association endorsed the MP's bid to lead the constituency for the fourth consecutive time. Doyo has meanwhile cleared medical bills of 10 patients indebted to the Adan East Hospital.
I have put 40,000 down so that the doctor should identify all those who have to be discharged and go home, those who need medication, so that they can give it to them.
Medical superintendent of the hospital, Dr. Philip Na, said the situation is dire.
Although Adan East District is part of the Greater Accra region, it is one of the most deprived districts in Greater Accra. And as you can see for yourself, the few people that we interview, normally they come. Some do not even have the health insurance. But you know, this is a government facility. When they can, we do our best to provide a service. Then when we discharge, then that is where the trouble comes. The financial difficulties still is a predominant issue in Adan.
On to some more stories. The Executive Secretary of the Import and Export Association of Ghana, Samson Awingobit, has declared his intention to contest for the flag bearership of the People's National Convention, PNC. He made this declaration at Kusanaba in the Boku West District of the Upper East region, calling on Ghanaians and the PNC supporters to support his candidacy for positive change in Ghana.
In 2020, I was among the 3 people that contested the PNC flag bearer. I lost narrowly to Honorable David Apasira. I sat back and looked at my figure and I said, I was encouraged and motivated by myself, in the sense that that was my first time. I believe that I am well versed and well positioned to become the next presidential candidate for my great party. I want to use your medium to appeal to the rank and file of the People's National Convention Party member and every executive member. By ending of March, I think Samson Awingobit deserves to be the #1 to lead the party for victory for the People's National Convention Party. And when we ask that, there are so many issues confronting your party. What are you doing about it? Samson Awingobit understand the boardroom wrangling. We do not need to take boardroom wrangling to outside to the public. When the PNC give me the nod, communication is going to be one of the key vital areas that I want to look at.
Now, another communal clash at Tridie in the Atrima, Kwanyuma district of the Ashanti region has left 3 people injured and several properties destroyed. The latest brawl ensued between the youth of Tridie and Agogo, a community in the Atrima, Nyabiaja South District. William Evans Inkum has the rest of the story.
Angry youth of Tridie wielded clubs seeking a reprisal against the youth of Agogo after Monday dawn's attack. One person was stabbed and another shot. Both survived, but with serious injuries, according to some eyewitnesses who want to remain anonymous.
School park and
I was on my way from Tridie to Gosu. As soon as the 2 men met me, they demanded for my phone and threatened me with the scissors, so I bolted. I recognized one of them.
School park and so.
Although police is yet to confirm the number of casualties and extent of damage, about 12 cars were vandalized, 3 houses were also attacked. Tridie and Agogo communities, although fall under 2 different districts, they are less than 3 kilometers apart. New Year's clashes was the height of previous brawls. Conflicting reports from eyewitnesses and residents have linked the latest clashes to 2 main causes: brawl over a young lady and a missing mobile phone at a party on Christmas Eve.
A
drinking spot was being opened here and people from Agogo also came in to have fun. Around 1 a.m., a fight broke out with the Tridie people. Stones and cutlasses were used in the fight. We called the police, and by the time personnel could arrive, the Agogo guys had fled the area.
2 people have been arrested by the police, according to the assemblyman for the area. Police is here to issue an official statement on the recent development. Atmosphere at Tridie remains relatively calm.
Well, away from that, Member of Parliament for Adan, Comfort Doyo, says key stakeholders in the Songo mining concession tussle have formally been engaged to suspend all planned actions. She indicated that the indigents will be allotted concessions while Electrochem Ghana Limited's work will not be interrupted.
The December 31 deadline by the Adan East District Assembly directing local salt miners to halt their activities in the Eastern Songo Basin has elapsed. This follows the District Assembly's receipt of a purported official notice from Electrochem Ghana Limited of its intention to start operations on January 3, 2024. Electrochem has 15-year mining lease to mine salt in the area. The site the local miners have been asked to vacate falls under the company's jurisdiction. Although there is no sign of security deployment in the area, the aggrieved local salt miners say they will protect their source of livelihood. Over 3,000 individuals and families from Luho, Lufrenya, and Aminapa say they will be out of business once Electrochem extends its operations to the area. This has led to tension in these areas. But their MP, Comfort Doyo, is confident of lasting solution to the issue.
They should relax. We are with them. There will be no betrayal. We have already spoken to Adan to hold on. We have spoken to the DCE to hold on. We will judge and see what we can do together. So everybody should just relax. This morning they call me. I think they are panicking. So I told them they should relax. Everything will work for all of us to be happy. They are indigents. They will work. Adan too will work. So nobody will fold their things and go home. Everybody is going to work.
In other news, the Judicial Staff Association of Ghana, JUSAG, is admonishing its members to be circumspect in their dealings with individuals who patronize the courts. JUSAG raised concerns about several cases of indiscipline recorded among its members across the country in 2023. Abdullahi Akubu is General Secretary of JUSAG, and he has reiterated the importance of their role in Ghana's judicial system, hence the caution.
Past year, if you reflect on it, it should inform you about what is going to happen in the coming year. The mistakes that you make, you don't carry those mistakes into the coming year. We've had staff who are very decent, uphold principles of discipline and integrity so much that they're giving their best to the work. But at least it's natural that from time to time, you may have one or two staff who will violate the code of conduct and may have to face disciplinary sanctions. We don't want that to happen in 2024. Have a judiciary which is largely composed of the judges who sit to adjudicate matters. And we have the support services, which is made up of administrative staff and court support staff. If a judge sits in the courtroom, he will need a court clerk, he will need a court recorder, he will need an interpreter, an usher. The court itself will need a court registrar. It will need a filing clerk and a process clerk. It will need a bailiff to execute the judgments given by the court. All these are members, apart from the judge, are all members of JUSAG. So we play a very critical role in the administration of justice in Ghana. Right. In fact, we serve as the grease that lubricates what the judges do. Right. In our absence, their work will almost be equal.
Well, let's do some news in the world of sports now. And Ghana's AFCON squad will not have Arsenal midfielder Thomas Partey and two other key players who have in the last few years been crucial to the team's performance. My colleague Kelvin Uswanta was at the Alisa Hotel where the squad announcement was done and found this report.
So Chris Hughton has finally settled on his 27-man squad for the African Nations Cup. The coach did not make any notable inclusions into the team apart from Kingsley Schindler, who joins the defensive unit. Also, Richmond Lamptey, deputy captain for Asante Kotoko, joins the midfield unit as part of the three local players. The other two are Jonathan Towa and Fatau Hamidu of Mediema Etsi. The notable exclusion from the team is Thomas Partey of Arsenal, the deputy captain for the senior national team's exclusion has been explained by the coach as not being fully fit for the campaign.
This is a big injury for him and the biggest injury that he's had. And the most important thing for me as head coach and our association is to give him the support that he needs through this period of time. From all the information that we've been given, the timelines of his recovery and the caution that it will take will not meet our timelines for AFCON.
Now, looking at the squad, many have always called out the coaches to be very independent with their selection. Chris Hughton firmly opines that there hasn't been any other hands involved with the selection for this particular tournament.
There are only two sets of mysterious hands that can have any influence at all on the team that I pick or the squad that I pick. And that is my two assistants, George and Diddy. And that's it. So certainly under any of them circumstances is that any team, any tactic, any squad that I pick will be my team. My team, my squad, my tactics.
The Black Stars will be facing Mozambique, Egypt and Cape Verde as they look forward to win the African Nations Cup that has eluded them for such a very long time. Kelvin Olswanta from the Alisa Hotel for 3 Sports.
Let's do some health stories now. In Ghana, the survival rate for childhood cancer is alarmingly low, with only 1 out of every 5 diagnosed cases managing to survive. This stands in stark contrast to high-income countries where the survival rate is much higher, with only 1 out of 5 reported cases not surviving. While childhood cancer may not be preventable, timely detection and intervention can significantly enhance the chances of survival for affected children.
Non-communicable diseases, NCDs, kill 41 million people each year, equivalent to 74% of all deaths globally. In Ghana, the indices of NCDs, including childhood cancers, is on the rise each year, according to the Ghana Health Service. Factors including physical inactivity, the harmful use of alcohol, unhealthy diets and air pollution are some causes of NCDs.
That's how come it's important for us to keep on raising the awareness as to the need for us to start addressing them before ultimately it catches up with us. Some of the risk factors are also rising for us in Ghana, largely as a result of the fact that we have more and more fast food joints around. So these things ultimately have a negative impact on our health.
Around 1,300 new cases of childhood cancer are reported in Ghana each year. One of the most crucial aspects of childhood cancer treatment is early detection. The number of cases diagnosed in Ghana is increasing each year. In Ghana and many developing countries, health system challenges often hinder early diagnosis.
The challenge is that the health system traditionally is very responsive towards infectious disease. That's how traditionally the system has been. But when it comes to the chronic disease, where the disease is lifelong, there's more that needs to be done. Workers need to be trained, even to be able to detect the diseases. We need to screen more. If you don't have the opportunity to screen, it will be difficult to pick them up.
The Korea Foundation for International Healthcare, KOFI, Global Alumni Ghana chapter, is advocating for campaigns focused on preventing and managing non-communicable diseases.
This campaign is going to run for a year. This is just the beginning. And so each member is taking this message to their work environment, to their homes, their churches, and wherever they are, and attempt to blow it up so that everybody becomes aware that it's not only about the infections that are having a toll on our healthcare system and the death rates, but these others are also coming up.
They are also urging parents to familiarize themselves with the early warning signs of childhood cancers to facilitate early detection.
And that's our wrap up the 6 a.m. news here on TV3. It's a pleasure coming to you always. My name is Judith Brown. We're back with the rest of New Day. Stay tuned.